What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. I hope that everyone's having an awesome weekend so far. I know that I'm actually having a pretty good weekend myself. I mean, we're seeing the market cap sitting at a nice $343 billion. You have a lot of coins in the green. Bitcoin looks like it's pushing for that $9,000 number again. Yeah, so it's actually so far not a bad weekend. We usually see that weekend dip, but hey, you know, there's always the exception to the rule. So that's really awesome. Also, if you come over here, we see that there was a 130% increase in Storm. So I actually saw this on Binance yesterday. I was looking at it. You know, I like to just scroll through, kind of see what coins are doing well. And all of a sudden, when I had seen it, it was up to 180%. Now, I had like a quick FOMO moment where I was like, wait, am I missing something? And then I waited like a couple minutes and then it fell back down to like 150%, 130%. So I was like, okay. But then I got curious to see, you know, what is Storm all about? So Storm is sitting currently at a $264 million evaluation. And if we look at just the past couple days, it was just sort of hanging out, chilling, just being kind of steady around 2 cents. And then boom, well, it hit an all-time high of well, not an all-time high, but a recent high of 8 cents, and it's currently sitting at 6 cents. So anybody that got in before that pump, you're looking at about a 3x gain overnight. So congratulations to you guys. So I didn't really know much about Storm. I mean, there's so many coins, it's so difficult to keep up with. So it looks like gamified micro tasks, and anyone can earn from anywhere. So I didn't have a lot of opportunity to come in and look at this. It looks like it's a type of marketplace, global secure gamifications. Okay. I mean, I'm not a huge gaming guy. So guys, if you notice on my channel, I don't really talk a lot about like gaming or like casino type things. You know, I usually just stick to more of like the platforms or like artificial intelligence, machine learning, things of that nature. But yeah, so you know, somebody that is really good if you guys are interested in following is definitely Box Mining. He's always really up on that. You know, he is essentially, or was mainly, a game developer before he became a YouTube influencer. I think he still dabbles in it. So one of the interesting things, though, I scroll down here and I'm like partnerships: Kyber, Jax, Bancor, Zencash, I can't read that, something Foundation, and Qtum. Wow. And look at this, guys. Advisors, Charles Hoskinson. Wow. And Bill Shahara, the CEO and founder of Bittrex. Looks like I was sleeping on this one, huh, guys? Got to get more into that gaming community. So, yeah, anybody that definitely got involved in this, I'd have to do a lot more research on it. But, yeah, this is really interesting. Tom Bollock, founding member of Zynga Games. Then you have the CEO and founder at Jax, and founder of Ethereum, co-founder of Bancor. Wow. Yeah. Wow. This looks like a pretty interesting project, guys. I might have to do a coin coverage on this. This is pretty interesting. So, but yeah, that's kind of the big news. That coin just, in my opinion, came out of nowhere, but I guess it's been around for a while. But also, guys, on other coin news, if you're interested, if you come over here to Nebulas, they are doing their countdown. They have 5 days until their mainnet is launched. But also, what I wanted to note was if you come over to their Reddit, they will be doing an AMA in 2 days. Now, I always encourage these Ask Me Anythings because they're really great opportunities for you as the community to really get inside the brains of the developers and ask those tough questions. So I definitely say check out the Nebulas AMA. If you have any questions, definitely put them in there because these are great opportunities to get that information. So also, speaking of other projects, so Blockport, they're actually looking to launch their beta very soon. So it's going to be 1.0, and they're going to open it up on the 29th of March. So during this beta period, their customers and their technical support is going to be on super high alert. A few of the key things I just highlighted was they're going to be offering a Euro gateway, instant deposits with Bung. So they say, since we work with mobile-first Dutch-backed Bank Bung, everyone that resides in an EEA country can create a free account and then they can use it on their iOS or Android phone. And this is going to enable almost instant deposits with Ideal. So the beta, it's currently only going to support market orders, so they're not going to have stop limit, but they're going to be introducing it in the future. And they do say that they're currently focusing on mobile applications over desktop applications, although they will be looking to integrate more desktop usage in the future. They just think that mobile is in a higher demand. And then also in Q2, they're going to include social trading features. So you can expect to see the introduction of exciting new social trading features combined with their community platform in the next months. So that's definitely some awesome news coming out of the Blockport camp. Now, I wanted to just refer to a few of these. So we have Crypto Cypher saying, you know, he's sending this over to Cryptopia, and he says, please distribute your smart withdrawal transactions to the Smart Cash network. Mine is stuck since weeks and no reaction on support tickets. A lot of people have been having issues with Cryptopia. They say read all about the significant progress made by the support team in this week's CEO update, plus he talks now, coin listings, and more. And then you read people down here asking more questions like, Cryptopia, I've deposited a big amount of ZCL on February 28th, and I can see it on the ZCL Explorer, but I have not received it. Why aren't you crediting it to me? So Cryptopia is having a lot of issues lately, guys. Now, I stopped using Cryptopia quite a long time ago, but unfortunately there are still some coins that are stuck in Cryptopia. For example, I had the interview with Eric over at Blockcat, and they currently are only really being listed on Cryptopia. So you have decent projects that are stuck on this pretty awful exchange at this point, and that really sucks. So hopefully these projects that have these really good things going for them can move over to these bigger exchanges, but we do see that it's becoming more and more and more competitive moving forward, getting listed on these bigger exchanges. So yeah, I don't know, guys. It sucks for coins that are stuck on Cryptopia, but you know, it's just like bad news after bad news after bad news coming out with these guys, and it's just not a good look for them. So yeah. But, you know, speaking of other news, so you guys remember that NEM hack, right? There was $530 million in NEM tokens that were stolen. So the NEM Foundation has officially just called off the hunt. You know, so the quote right here is, beginning March 18th, the NEM Foundation has disabled the tracking mosaic that was put into place to monitor the XLM movements from the CoinCheck theft. This effort was effective at reducing the hackers' ability to liquidate stolen NEM and provided law enforcement with actionable information. We don't plan to release further details due to the sensitive nature of this investigation. So that's weird, right? They're just calling it off. I mean, they already did issue the refund, and we did see the price spike after they did, but I don't know. That's interesting to me. They would just up and call it off. I mean, Binance literally has like a banner on top of their thing, and they've kept it up there saying any information leading to the hackers, and we will provide you, you know, with a reward. And over here, you know, CoinCheck, they're just calling off the hack based on the NEM Foundation. So yeah, that's very interesting. Also, speaking about exchanges, guys, did you see that Yahoo Japan is launching a cryptocurrency exchange itself? That I thought was pretty interesting. So it says right here that so Yahoo is preparing to launch a cryptocurrency exchange, regional media sources say. So Yahoo's initial investment will see the YJFX, one of their subsidiaries, pay roughly $19 billion for a 40% stake in BitArg, I'm not really sure how to pronounce that, which already has a license from the country's financial services agency to operate a cryptocurrency trading platform. So they're going to begin this acquisition of the BitArg exchange Tokyo in April, and will spend the next year using the technology to build full-fledged exchanges that will launch in 2019. So we know that Japan has emerged as an important center for cryptocurrency trading in Asia since China has forced the closure of exchanges on the mainland. Previously, Japan had passed favorable cryptocurrency regulations, and these two factors have led to several mainstream companies to begin developing cryptocurrency exchanges. So I find this very, very interesting that Yahoo Japan is preparing to open their own cryptocurrency exchange, but Binance is being told that they have to shut down their operations in Japan. I feel like there's a lot of smoke and waters, a lot of gray area when it comes to these regulations and what's going on in the back. So, you know, you hear one bit of news and then it completely contradicts another piece of news, and it's really difficult to put together this entire puzzle. You can't quite figure it out. So that's interesting. Also, today's like the day of exchange news, but South Korea investors, which they haven't said exactly who the investors are, but they purchased BitStamp for roughly $400 million. So ranked at number 11 in terms of volume by exchanges on CoinMarketCap, they do an average trading of around $182 million per day. So yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of exchanges have been being bought up lately, guys. You saw a lot of people getting involved in purchasing up these exchanges. I don't know what the motives is behind all of this, but yep, a lot of news with exchanges, a lot of news. So obviously, guys, you know on my channel, I love talking about adoption. So AirAsia plans to go cashless via crypto. So they're obviously one of Southeast Asia's most established airlines, and they are going to be the first to produce its own cryptocurrency. So they're going to be having they have a loyalty program right now, right? And the big loyalty program would enable users to redeem cheap or free flights via established payment systems. Its coin can also be utilized to pay for day-to-day transactions. AirAsia is similarly creating a payment platform that will merge the program and allow customers to utilize the currency. So, yeah, that's crazy. They say that, with the fast-changing world, everyone requires to basically adapt and think quickly. So, based on the data and the existing ecosystem, they decided that AirAsia wants to pioneer their efforts to get involved in this. Also, another thing too is they introduced facial recognition as a means of at their check-in desk. So that's pretty interesting. And they also initiated e-wallets as well as online shopping in Malaysia. So that's another real-world use case coming out from AirAsia, utilizing cryptocurrencies moving forward. Now, this article, I'm not going to go into too much detail because it's pretty lengthy, but this came out actually few days ago. So I did miss this article, but this is funny because I've had so many conversations with people and talking about CoinMarketCap and can you believe the prices or the volumes or the coins and the listings that you see on CoinMarketCap? Like, who is controlling this? Can you trust the API system? So there's this big conspiracy theory. It's a very long article. I can link into the description, but it just talks about how people think that CoinMarketCap may have insider trading. They have fraudulent claims. They're manipulating prices. They're killing off coins, essentially, leaving the question mark up there, pretending like they don't know how many there are. There's a whole list of things in here. So yeah, I don't know. There's a big conspiracy going on about insider trading and price manipulation, volume manipulation, coin manipulation, getting listed, getting unlisted, leaving the question mark up. I mean, for example, with like Elastos, we've known the circulating supply for quite some time, but they've yet to put up how much is circulating. I mean, they might have done it just as I made this video, but up until recent, they hadn't. So that is something to keep in mind. I've always thought about that conspiracy. We trust CoinMarketCap. We trust what we read, but how do you know? How do you know that what they're saying is really there? So I don't know. Also, here's a pretty cool interview that was with Jeb McCaleb from Stellar. This was on CNBC Fast Money, and they were asking him some of his opinions and differences of Stellar versus Ripple. So I thought this was a pretty interesting interview.
Right. I mean, it's less. That's more of a technical consideration. Like technically, the consensus algorithm of Ripple lends itself to it's very hard to run nodes outside. Like Ripple Labs, so they're running the majority of the nodes, which it should be concerning for people, right? Because basically you're ended up with a system that's no better than Swift or PayPal, one of these centralized systems. The real vision here is that you have a network, much like the internet, that anyone can participate in. There's not one central entity that could kind of decide that it's going to start charging or just start to that should be of utmost concern to people. Like, this is the way that this thing can actually grow and reach ubiquity. Like the only other kind of network we've seen do that is the internet, and it's important that it is open. Like, that's the key component and distributed.
So yeah, he got cut off because I guess they ran out of time. But if you guys want, that was a pretty interesting little segment with Jeb McCaleb. I didn't play the whole thing, but like I said, I have recently been looking in a lot to like the Stellar camp. I used to lump Stellar and Ripple into the same category, but now I realize there is a key difference. So I've definitely been following a lot more news on Stellar recently. Also, this other news, they said that Reddit reportedly removes Bitcoin as a payment and cites that it's because of the Coinbase change. So there was Reddit user eMoney40, right? And he's apparently a moderator of several subreddits. So they said the upcoming Coinbase change combined with some bugs around the Bitcoin payment option that were affecting purchases for certain users led to the removal of Bitcoin as a payment option. So Coinbase posted in early March about retiring Coinbase merchant tools in place of Coinbase Commerce, which they acknowledge may be disruptive to Coinbase merchant tool customers. So as of April 30th, merchants that use Coinbase merchant tools will no longer have access to that product, with May 31st as the final date. So that's like pretty soon, guys. As the final date for the required switch to Coinbase Commerce. Yeah, so within a few months, that's done. So we're going to take a look at demand and watch progression of Coinbase Commerce before making a decision on whether or not to re-enable. So that's definitely interesting, guys. Reddit is not currently going to be accepting Bitcoin, but it's not so much because of Bitcoin. It's because of Coinbase's change in their services. Oh, I don't know much about that, but that's not a good thing, so they should definitely rework that so that it works out for the vendors and they can get paid in Bitcoin, because the idea is adoption. So yeah, I hope that they definitely fix that out. Also, in news coming out of the US, guys, Tennessee passes a bill recognizing blockchain smart contracts for electronic transactions. So the governor of Tennessee signed a bill recognizing the legal authority to use blockchain technology and smart contracts for electronic transactions as of March 22nd, according to legislator tracking site Legiscan. So the bill also makes a provision that protects ownership rights of certain information secured by blockchain technology. And then they go in to describe what their definition is of a blockchain, what their definition is of a smart contract, so they say any distributed ledger protocol supporting infrastructure, including blockchain, that uses distributed, decentralized, shared, and replicated ledger, whether it's public or private, permissioned or permissionless, and which may include the use of electronic currencies or electronic tokens as a medium of electronic exchanges. So individual U.S. states have also been passing several crypto-related bills since the new year. For example, in February, Georgia had the bill to accept crypto for paying state taxes and license fees, while a little bit earlier as well, Wyoming had passed that bill, creating a new digital asset class for cryptocurrencies where they were referring to them as utility tokens, right? So that was other stuff coming out there. But also, guys, real quick, I just wanted to end on kind of a fun note. So there was this artist, right, who apparently hid a secret code in his Lego art, up to $10,000 worth of cryptocurrencies that's been hidden. So here's a little bit of the artwork right here. Let me put it a little above my head. And it says that each piece visually represents the private key to a crypto wallet, and anyone can steal the digital cash if you can decode it. He stated, so this guy, Bach, he started to integrate Bitcoin into his art practices. He said he got involved in 2013, but he never really got involved enough to become like, a millionaire or anything like that. But he had just enough that he decided he would hide some in some private wallets and you'd have to decipher it. So he explains to go how he did it. But so in his latest series of work, which he's referring to as New Money, which opens at the Castelli Art Space this Friday, which is, I don't know if that's this Friday or it already happened. It might already be open. Oh, yeah, so I guess this actually just opened yesterday. Okay, so anyway, he says that each piece in the series is a secret key to various types of cryptocurrency. He bought various amounts of Bitcoin, Litecoin, and other altcoins in 2016 and put them in different digital wallets. Each wallet is encrypted with a private key that consists of a string of letters and numbers. That's what it is, literally. The key was initially fed into an algorithm to generate a pattern. Then he tweaked the algorithm here and there to get it to spit out an image that appealed to him. After finalizing the works, he rigorously tested them in reverse to ensure that they do indeed give the right private key when processed through his formula. Then he went on to actually make this artwork using the Legos. So the title explains what type of coin is in the wallet and how much it is worth at the time he purchased it. Also, during the exhibition, he's going to be projecting a live feed of the changing values of the wallet at each given time. So originally the wallets were worth around 10,000. They say that as of writing it, it's currently down to 9,000 because we did see a little bit of a dip, in the Bitcoin and Litecoin prices. So here's the cool thing. A collector can buy the price, or a collector can buy the piece of artwork, right? But anyone who's viewing it and thinks they can crack the code, so you can go view this live, and if you think you can crack this code, you can essentially get the keys to whatever wallet. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah. Cryptocurrencies and artwork. Who knew? So I thought that was a really awesome thing to end on today, guys. So I wanted to say thanks again for coming back to my channel. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. I got some pretty cool stuff coming up. Finally got that interview with the guys over at A-Chain. I have a much anticipated ICO review that you guys have been asking me about. So those are all things that I'm working on. And that being said, guys, I wanted to say enjoy your weekend. My name is K-Dub. This is Crypto Zombie. Until next time, stay crypto and peace out.